What's up, you guys? Marty Schwartz here, GuitarJams.com. Been meaning to get around to this acoustic chord progression for quite a while, probably since the beginning of Guitar Jams. And when I busted it out today, I remember why it took me this long. Anyway, it's a great tune. It's just a little tricky patterns and whatever. Anyway, if you want to learn how to play guitar, I've got some stuff to help you, even more than right now. I've got a link right down there. Look, I'm not even looking. I just know it's down there. I can feel it. You can click that link. Check out the extra stuff I have for you, like videos that are not on YouTube, free chord and scale book, other bonus features. I really appreciate it. But anyway, let's zoom in. And what we're going to do is, I'm going to show you the chords. So if you're a beginner, you can just strum this song. But I'm also going to show you kind of like all the little kind of, some of those picking patterns. And hopefully it'll help you. So anyway, let's zoom in and do it. And then we'll talk again later. All right, we're going to just learn pattern at a time with the chords. So the first thing we're going to do is the intro, and it's like an E minor chord. Then you're going to add your ring finger to the second fret of the G string right there. And that's an E suspended fourth. And then now let's just focus on our picking of it. Okay, so it stays on that chord, and we're going to go like this. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do E, A, D, G. Then the B back down. So up. First move. Then we go to the high E down the row to the D, and you'd get this together. After that, we're going to go B to G and then B to D. So it looks like this. When you put it all together, followed by the A up the row. So far. Up the row, back down. So you'd get everything together so far. High E down. B, G, B, D. Then we start on the A string. Up the row. Back down. To A, to D. A to D again. Up to G. Skip the B string, high E, down the row. And that's the intro. I know that seems a little confusing, and it's just a weird, picking pattern that you can do it exactly like that, or you can fake it. So one more time real slow. So that's the verse. Now I'm going to show you the chords real quick, because if you're a beginner and you don't want to work on the picking pattern, then you can just strum the chords and you're going to get along just fine. So it's E minor to G major, and when we pick it, it's going to be this anyway. So you got E minor to G to D, pinky off. And then it's like a weird C, but what we can do is the ring finger can stay there, and we can go, middle finger to the third fret of the A string. So that's right there on the B string. That's there on the third of the A. And then an A sus2, which is just like an A major with the open B string in there. So check it out. E minor to G and a D, D with the pinky and off. A weird C kind of thing. And an A sus2. All right? So now what I'm going to do is just show you those patterns for each of those chords. And you can either fake it or play it exactly like that pattern. All right, so now we're going to go that verse pattern, E minor. And we're going to go like this. We're going to pluck with our pick the E. And then we're going to skip the A and go to the D, go to the G, skip the B, and go to the high E. So it looks like this. And when you go back down the row, you end on that G string. So you've got... Then we're skipping the D and going to that A string, which is going to then switch to a G chord. So watch. The E minor. Go to the G chord, and now we're going to go like this. Look at the pick again. That's the G pattern. So we're not playing the open A or D at all on this G chord. So it would look like this. G to the next G, note-wise. So the low E string to the G string. Sorry, it can be confusing. Up the row, down the row to G, then the low string, then the high G again. So when you put them together with the E minor, then we go to the D chord, and we're going to start with this D. Now that's easy. We just went down, back and forth through the string, starting on the D. Okay. And so what we got to do, we go on the D chord, up the row, back down the row to the open D. Then we're going to do high E to B. Then the pinky on the third fret of the high E, back to the B. Sorry. So once your pinky's on that high E and you hit that, you go like this. High E, B, G, then pinky off, same thing. So it would look like this. So all, from the top of the D chord, check it out. That move. Pinky off. So. And then you end that D chord with the open D at the end. So from the very top of the E minor, real slow. D up the row, down the row, high E, B, G, pinky off, ending on the open D. One more time. Now we go, it's like a C add 9 is what we could call it, or a C suspended add 9, because basically it's just middle finger on the 3rd fret of the A and ring finger on the 3rd fret of the B. Weird. Very weird. Look at that. So we're going to start on the open A, skip the D, G, B, high E, back down. So look at that. And then finally a D, G when you're picking. So watch, all together it would look like this. Oops, sorry. Then it does it again. So when you put them all together, and then the good news is we're going to do the exact same pattern as that weird C chord with this A suspended 2. So when you put the whole verse together, all right, so now the strumming part, we've got just a basic rock strum like down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down. You know, some flourishes, some windmills maybe. Anyway, though, it's a C, D, to G. And, you know, if you play G with ring finger and pinky and middle, you can add the little sussy thing by that 2nd fret on the D and 1st fret on the B, and it's kind of like a little bit of a C chord right there. So you got C, D, G, and then C, D, E. And so it's being, the melody is kind of like it should be E minor, but they're playing an E major under there and then adding that sus to the 2nd fret of the G right there. Then a B minor, you know, A minor shape, up a whole step, barred on the 2nd fret. Then a C chord, D chord, and then that A sus from earlier, and then that A sus again, or, you know, da da da. right, that was the lesson. I hope that helped. Hopefully it wasn't too confusing. It's always weird teaching those like picking patterns. Anyway, got the extra guitar lesson kind of stuff right down there. Thanks so much for the support, and we'll see you in another video lesson real soon. Take care.